Let's have a look at a little slick combination here. This one will include an angel drop variation and also some backbend shapes after. So the first thing we want to start with is climbing up the SILKS, and you can just climb up whichever way you like. Just make sure to actually climb high enough because we're gonna need a little bit of space for this combination here. So to start this combination, we want to invert and crochet our legs around the pole, which means like the part that is attached to our rescue aid. So we crochet our legs around, and here you can either do both legs at a time, or you can go one leg first and then create a nice little backbend shape here again by bringing the other leg down first and then back up and crocheting it around as well. Now we want to cross one leg over the other just to be able to be really secure, because now we want to take the tail, which is the loose part of the SILKS, the one that is hanging down, so the leftover SILKS, and we want to take it behind our back and just cross it over twice there. Then we take the tail over our shoulders, so one over the one shoulder, the other over the other shoulder, and keeping it there, we want to bring the tail as well over each leg. And for that, you want to bend your leg and bring it forward to you, just to make it a little bit easier to get it over your leg properly. So now we're gonna leave the SILKS on the shoulders again, and we want to come back up. And for this, we just wanna take a little bit momentum with our upper body just to save a little bit of energy in coming up, and grab the SILKS as high as you can. And to be able to properly sit down into the SILKS now, we want to extend our legs and really keeping them engaged. We want to pull our upper body up and using our legs as kind of a lever to be able to sit into the SILKS properly. And that way, the silk wrap will slide all the way up to above our upper thigh, letting us sit here nice and comfortably. So from here, we want to wrap the SILKS around our legs just to be a little bit safer in that drop. And for this, we want to take the silk tails off our shoulders and place each silk in between our legs. So the one of our right shoulder goes over our right leg and in between both legs, and then the left one does the same over the left leg and in between the legs. To wrap the legs even more, you can either use the egg beater move, just doing it by using your legs as I'm doing it here in the video, or you can also help with your arms, just in case you're having a little bit of troubles with the egg beater move still. All this time we are staying behind the silk pole and keeping our arms on either side of it on the outside, just to not fall through the two silk poles, because this part will be coming now and we want to do this nice and controlled. So for the drop now, we want to take our hands and place them through the shoulder wrap that we created while we were hanging upside down. So we just want to bring them through a little bit, not losing the silk off our shoulder just yet. At the same time, we are bringing our hands now in between the pole silks just to get ready for the drop. So in order to do all of this nice and comfy at first, try to lean back slightly with your upper body just to not fall through too early. And yeah, just to be nice and secure while you're sorting yourself out, preparing the whole drop. So for the drop, we want to keep our core engaged. We want to keep our legs nice and engaged. And now we're gonna slide our arms through that shoulder wrap to get rid of it. And you also have to push your arms away from your body a little bit to encourage that wrap to fall off your shoulders. And at the same time, we want to fall in between the pole silks. And as we coming back towards the SILKS, we want to catch the pole silks again with our hands. Or you can also just straighten them out to the side, because that way your arms will stop you from falling through the middle again. From here, we can invert again to get into that straddle back position, and we can use the tail to create a little bit of a spin before getting into some nice backbend shapes. So when we're ready, we want to grab the SILKS pretty close to where our feet are, because we can still let them slide through our hands just to figure out what position is good for us. So just grab them rather close to your feet and then just slide them as far as you want as you're getting into your backbend here. So we want to use our hands now to pull our legs back, engaging our glutes as we do so, and then we end up in this nice backbend position. And as I said, you can slide the SILKS through your hands a little bit more just to not get into that backbend too deep, but just to find a nice and comfy position for you. So here as well, you have the option to just bend the legs, bend one leg, bend two legs straight away, just to create some more shapes here. And then we can let go of those tails, bringing our upper body back up and grabbing the poles again. So here you want to make sure that your hair won't be in the way because it can get entangled quite easily. And yeah, keeping the hair to the side, you just want to slide down a little bit here to loosen the wrap of our back. You can also try holding on with one or two arms just to like figure out the position first and to feel a little bit more secure here. From here we can lean forwards again and then grab the tails again and just find a good position here again, because we're gonna come into the next back bend. So we're using the silks again to bring our legs up, and here we want to engage our glutes again to protect that lower back. And you have two options. You can either come into the creature shape. I did not do that one here. I just went straight for the knee hook. And yeah, so rather than keeping my legs just extended above and then bending them to hook my legs onto the silks, I just hook them straight away here. So from here we can come up again and then scissor our legs forwards and backwards just to get rid of the silks of our legs. And that was it. That was the whole combo. Have fun with this one.